again. Little by little, new man is forgetting us, getting us. Never goes home. After the storm, there is always the sunshine. You and I will always be more than two. Always more than two. Always more than two. Always more than two. Forget the pain. Today is worth the loss. Remember your smile, warm arms, my heart's up. Sharing to be ordinary now. This is fraternity, creating bond among us. Among us. What counts is how hard you work, working to pursue the good. And you and I will always be more than two. Always more than two. Always more than two. Always more than two. Forget the pain. Today's worth the loss. Remember your smile is warm, my heart's up. And share you be, then I eternity among us. But count is how hard to work to pursue the good. You and I will always be more than two. Always more than two. Always more than two. Always more than two. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to our meeting, public meeting. Now I'm gonna sing song to Mother Zephyrina. Source of love that radiates, warming up our cold nights, support and comfort, support and comfort. Cascades flow down the mountain, charming the children of earth with love in their heart, with love in their heart. My soul never loses hope, because your love always teaches me the solution lies in hard work. The solution lies in hard work. Oh, my mother Zephyrina, harvest of wonderful blessings. Make your small son a good Christian. Make your small son a good Christian.
Sometimes it's not so close. Sometimes we build our dreams, but then we see them decompose. When you feel down the dumps, feeling sad and blue, give life a chance, my friend. The sun will shine again on you. Believe you can come through. The rainy days are true. Have little faith in you. Maybe tomorrow you can dream all your dreams again. Though some sorrow remains, it doesn't mean the end. Believe you can come through. The rainy days are true. Sometimes okay to feel blue. Have little faith in you. Dream all the dreams again. Though some sorrow remains, your dreams can get you through. Have little faith in you.
When I go in to pray, I look for my good Jesus. And when I close my eyes, I can feel all His light. I open my heart for all He has to say. He shows me the best way I can enjoy my life. Jesus, they never we apart. Please bring all your light to shine inside my heart. Jesus, Jesus, I can be content. I have your endless love and your protecting hand.
Quand la nuit tombait à Capharnaüm, la maison de pierre si simple, un foyer commun, s'emplissait de paix, dans son cœur chacun recueillait les paroles de lumière du Maître divin. Il me plaît de rêver, de me trouver aussi aux côtés de Jean, Simon, Jacques, André et Lévi, sortir un soir dans les jardins de chez Pierre, j'entendrai sa voix à dire tu sens cette brise, la lune, tu la vois, il faut repartir tout comme elle, puisque telle est la loi, et pendant ta paix en famille, tous les jours on se reverra. Et je m'imagine enfant à cet endroit-là, peut-être Jésus m'inviterait à sortir un soir dans les jardins de chez Pierre, j'entendrai sa voix à dire tu sens cette brise, la lune, tu la vois, il faut repartir tout comme elle, puisque telle est la loi, et pendant ta paix en famille, tous les jours on se reverra. Et pendant ta prière en famille, tous les jours on se reverra.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our public meeting. We would like to thank everyone for joining us tonight. And before we start, we would like to we'd like to share a couple of announcements. We first ask you to turn off your phone notifications and find a quiet place during this time, if possible. Our meeting will have a 30 minutes presentation followed by a Q&A. Following the presentation, we will have a spiritual treatment with passes and magnetized water. So we invite you to set aside a container with water to be magnetized. And now we will have an invitation for those who want to know more about Spiritism. Sorry, we are having a technical issue here. I think it's not going all the way. Oh, here it is. Sorry about that, but let's continue here. Oh. Just a moment. I think I will need some help from our team because I'm not sure what's happening with the slides here. Okay, here it is. Sorry about that, guys. But here is our invitation for you who wants to learn more about Spiritism. Our course that is free and online, Get to Know Spiritism, will start again a new class on September 10th. And it will happen every Saturday at 5:15 p.m. East. So if you are wanting to learn more and to start studying with us, we will leave in the comment section the link for registration, okay? And now I would like to ask you to invite everyone to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube from the Spiritism Canada and Spiritist group Path of Light. And we will start now with the opening prayer. So I invite everyone to join me in this prayer. So let's close our eyes, let's calm our hearts, and let's elevate our thoughts to our divine Master Jesus. Thank you, Jesus, for this opportunity that we have for sharing and learning more about Spiritism. We ask that you help us to understand your message behind this knowledge so we can truly put in practice into our daily lives and become better person every day. We ask your protection for all the work that is going to be done tonight, and may you be with us today and always. So be it. And we would like to announce that our public meeting is being retransmitted today by Continental Concafras Americas through their Facebook, and will also be retransmitted every Wednesday at 8 p.m. East by Kardec Radio through their Facebook and YouTube. Everyone is welcome to write comments and questions in the chat, and we will be addressing the questions at the end of the talk. So today the topic will be anger, and it's from chapter 9, Blessed are the meek and peace-loving, items 9 and 10, which will be facilitated by our brother Lucas from London. Now I would like to invite our tonight's speaker. Welcome, Lucas.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here tonight. It's with a great pleasure I'm back here to Spiritist Talks, hosted by Spiritism Canada. It's a great pleasure to be here once again, talking to you a little bit more about the Gospel according to Spiritism. Thank you all for the invitation. Marceli, Veronica, Rodrigo, thank you once again. So, my name is Lucas. I'm here from London, Ontario. Today, we'll be talking about the Gospel according to Spiritism. And the topic of today is chapter 9, items 9 and 10. We're talking then about blessed are the meek and the peace loving, and more specifically about anger, right? Something that unfortunately is very present in our lives. Well, almost every day. Hopefully, that's something we can change about after learning a little bit more about it today. Okay, so let's start, shall we? So in Matthew, we read this: But I tell that anyone who is angry with a brother or sister will be subject to judgment. Again, anyone who says to a brother or sister, Raka, is answerable to the court. So when Jesus said that, let me explain. The word Raka at the time was something that meant invalid or not worthy. So when they were saying somebody was not worth it. I believe actually nowadays we say much worse things than not being worth it. So when we are saying these things to people around us, I would say it's more frequently to people very close to us, people that love us, people that we love. When we get angry, again, we'll answer for that because Jesus taught us that we could change, that we deserve the his place in his world. But of course, we're here in a planet of um trials and proofs, expiation. So we're gonna answer for everything we do here. And of course, all these angry moments we go through, they will have consequences. Okay, so just to start, let's explain a little bit about anger. So, what is anger? Okay, so according to the book, the Gospel according to Spiritism, it's a temporary dementia. Okay, because we're not angry all the time, but when we are, it makes us resemble animals because we're acting upon instinct. It's our emotions are controlling our body, and of course, it's instinct. It's not reason. So we lose reason when we're angry. Okay, and there's this phrase here in the frenzy. Angry persons attack everything from brute nature to inanimate objects, which they crush because they do not obey. So I believe everybody has maybe sometime in their life seen or maybe even done something like that, attacking things like pushing walls, slamming doors, kicking buckets, right? Because we're angry, because we want to transfer our frustration to something that we cannot control, right? And when they say here just inanimate objects, we know it's sometimes it could be even worse. Sometimes we transfer this anger, this rage to people around us that, of course, they do not deserve this. So this is being angry, not being reasonable, okay, not controlling our own emotions, our acts, just letting this bad feeling control us. So then we're not acting like humans. And why do people get angry? Okay, so pride lead us to deem yourselves or ourselves to be more than what we really are. We cannot endure any comparison that might belittle us. So pride is again here a great villain. Pride, we let our pride control us. We let our pride take over. We believe because of we're being proud that we're being belittled, that we're being compared, and we don't accept that. We don't accept not being in control. It also makes us consider ourselves to be so far above our brothers and sisters, whether in spirit, social position, or personal advantage, that the least parallel irritates and hurts us. So because of our pride, we start to think that we're being belittled, we're being diminished, we are less worthy than people around us, and that's not true. It's just because this anger blinds us. It doesn't let us see the true, uh, the true selves. It doesn't show us the truth, right? It makes us think we're being punished by other people, by other things. We're being controlled, and that's not true. Okay, so of course we can be angry all the time. It's not because we're spiritists, because we know about it, we cannot get angry. We can and we will. But the important thing is we need to learn how to control it and not let it control us. So here, even impatience, which often causes puerile annoyance, it's connected to the importance that one attributes to one's person, before which one thinks everyone else should bow down. So sometimes we're angry because we cannot control other people. We think they should bow down before us, they should obey us, they should do just whatever we want. What about what they want, right? What about other people want, what other people need? Isn't that important as well? And aren't we trying to live in a community, learn from each other, improve each other, help each other, right? But sometimes, because again, we're very proud, we think we are above everyone. Just because we're annoyed, we let this feeling take over us. Okay, so again, as I said earlier, this has a consequence and it's not good. So, what are the consequences of anger in our life? Think about it just for a few seconds. What happens when we are angry? What happens to you when you are angry? What happens to your body? So, it changes your health. So, your heart's beating stronger, your head hurts, your whole body is like burning because you let this consume you. So, it will affect your health. So every time you're angry, and if you're constantly angry, it will change your health and not for better. It compromises life then, because if you're constantly angry, you're gonna feel this anxious, that will implicate so many bad things to your blood pressure, to your brain, and of course, we know that's not good. So just breathe, just stop. When you're angry, stop, ask for a stop. Okay, so T for think. Stop and think. Do I need this? Do I need to be angry? Can I change it? Am I not overreacting? Pause and then breathe. Don't let it consume you. Don't let it hurt your body. Don't let it hurt your mind. Don't let this anger take over, because anger makes yourself the first victim. So it is consuming you. You're letting it consume you. And of course, it makes everyone around us unhappy. Have you seen anybody really angry at any time, any point of your life? Have you seen somebody really so angry that they really lost control of everything? They start breaking things. They started swearing people. They start maybe hurting people. Was that nice? Was anybody around this person happy? I don't think so. Now think about a time when you were angry. When you were angry, when you lost control. What happened to everyone? What did everyone around you think? Do you think they were happy? No, right? If we could just see ourselves and how ridiculous we look when you were angry, we would never do it. Maybe we should record ourselves when we're angry and like, really? Is that how I act? Is that how I should act? So here, what a deadly grief it would be if in a hot-headed outburst, we committed to an act that we would regret for the rest of our lives. So what if we are with that anger, with hot head, we do something we're gonna regret forever? Because again, if we let rage, if we let anger control us, we're not thinking, we're acting like animals, and we might be doing something that's really bad that we're gonna regret forever. We might not even be able to forget ourselves. I mean, not forever, because we're gonna have other chances. We're gonna learn, but it might take some time. It might hurt people. Is that what we want? We must. Why must we try not to get angry? So anger does not exclude certain qualities of the heart, but it keeps one from practicing much good and can lead to practicing much evil. So here you can see anger in red. When we're angry, do we do something? Do we do anything good? Not likely. It stops us from doing good things. But however, we're doing bad things when we're angry, right? We hurt people, we hurt things, we hurt ourselves. And of course, everything we do comes back to us, and then we're even more angry. So that's a vicious cycle. Okay, this fact should be enough to motivate our efforts to control it. Moreover, spiritists should be aware that there's another reason, okay, that anger is contrary to charity and Christian humility, right? So God teaches us that we should be humble, we should be We should practice charity. And how can we do that if we're angry, angry at people, angry at everyone around us? That is not possible, right? Because again, we cannot see clearly when we're angry. It blinds us. It doesn't let us see how good people around us are. It doesn't let us see the opportunities to help because we're angry, because we are frustrated, and again, we're letting this instinct take over. So one cannot justify anger as an organic propension, justifying one's behavior as if it was a defect in his or her creation and not a spirit's problem, who doesn't want to solve its problems and extirpate its vices. So a lot of people say, "Oh, I cannot control it because it's my body. I just cannot control it. It's my pressure. It's my head. It's something. It's not our body. It is our mind. It's our spirit that controls um, our body. If we can stop and think about it, we can control it. So when you're angry, again, stop, take a deep, deep breath, and you see, then you start to think clearly. Drink some water. Just drink some water slowly while you breathe, and you see that your body will react a little better, and so will your mind. So again, it's a defect our spirit can control. It's if you get angry all the time, it becomes a vice because you think it's easier, right? To let this feeling control us. It's easier to let it go. And then what if we regret later? Is it easy to fix the actions we take when we are angry? Sometimes it's not even possible because we've done so many bad things when we're angry. And then what now? Now, a peace loving spirit, even in an ill-tempered body, will always be peace loving. Whereas a violent spirit in a lymphatic body will not thereby be meeker. Okay. Instead, the violence will only take a different character. By not having a suitable organism to second its violence, anger will be more concentrated, whereas in the former instance, it will be more expensive. So, again, as I was saying, it's not our body that's angry, it's our spirit. And sometimes we let this anger go and we become violent, and then our body is inside burning. So, again, it's consuming us. So, only if your spirit is violent, only if your spirit is angry, your body will be. But those who are meek, who are tolerant, who are, as they see here, peace loving, they won't let their body control them. They will be always be peace loving. They will be always be meek. Anger will not control them. It's not physical. Okay? It's not our organism trying to tell us what to do. Of course, it doesn't mean these people that are meek, peace loving, they will never get angry. A lot of people, almost everyone, will at some point get really angry. But again, we must learn how to control it and get rid of it. Because if we just concentrate it inside ourselves, it is going to consume us. It's going to burn inside us, and it's gonna make us weaker and sick. So the body does not cause anger in persons who do not already have it. See, just as it does not cause other vices. All virtues and all vices are inherent to the spirit. So otherwise, where would be the merit and responsibility, right? So if it wasn't easy, if we couldn't just let it go, if it wasn't hard to control it, where would be the merit? We're here to learn. Again, this is a planet where we are here to learn. We are not here to suffer. We suffer because we want to, because we don't accept things as they are, because we don't try sometimes to change, because it's hard. Of course, changing is very hard. So we we think that, well, just let it go. And when things come to a point that we cannot tolerate anymore, we just get angry and put our angry away after a few minutes, but after a moment, I don't know. So there's no merit in that, right? Letting anger control us, right? We must be responsible. Our merit is fighting anger, trying to fight anger, because, of course, sometimes we're not prepared, we're not evolved enough to just make it disappear. It's always going to be there for us while we're still here on this planet. So our merit will be in fighting anger, right? In trying to control it, trying to be patient, trying to accept everyone the way they are, and trying to fix things in a more positive, in a more calm way. Why does that happen? Because there is a law, the law of progress. Okay, it makes everything change for better. If we haven't changed yet, it's because it's not time. We're not gonna get worse. It's never gonna get worse. We're just improving, improving. This is the law of progress. But it depends on us though to speed up or slow down our pace. So if we wanna maybe speed up the process, if we wanna make things easier and better for us, we got to work harder. Okay, we got to learn how to control ourselves, how to let this anger go and not think about it. Okay, however, if we decide we don't want to do that right now, we're going to pay the price, right? There again, there is always consequence. There is also the law of action and reaction. If we act very angrily all the time, how are we going to be seen as an angry person, right? Yeah, and that's because that's how we act. And do we like angry people? Is it easy to be around angry people? Right. So how do we do it? Again, I mentioned you can breathe, you can calm down, relax, and think about what you're doing when a hard moment comes. But there is something that helps a lot: prayer. Okay, so you can always pray. You can always stop for a moment when you realize you're getting angry. Just pray a little bit. Just ask for patience. Just ask for um, an opportunity to control it, to transform this anger into something else. So there's a sentence here: be not quick in your spirit to become angry, for anger lodges in the heart of fools. Yes, we think anger is for the strongest because we see some people that are always angry or loud, or they lose control. We think, oh, this person is powerful. This person has a lot of energy. But is that good? No. Anger is not for the strongest. Anger is actually for the weakest, those who cannot control it, those who let our animal instincts take over, right? So the meek people, the really wise people are those who are calm, who are peaceful, who can control their anger, because it's not easy. It's actually really really hard, because it's a powerful, it's a strong feeling that can very easily take over us in any situation. But our spirit is much stronger than all these situations. Again, if we are really strong, we are going to control it. So do something about it. Don't let it take over. Don't let it even be around you. Don't let it come. You're angry about something, then do something. Choose something you can do. Sing a song, clean your house, wash your car, uh, take your dog for a walk, and use that energy. Or maybe sports, right? That's a great thing you can do. Like if you think you're angry, if you think that's something that's bothering you all the time, think about it and I don't know, do some sports and like run, jog, box, whatever you can to let it go. Just let it go. Don't let it consume you. Okay, and there are of course many instruments to help us fight it. That's in the gospel, and we'll learn more about it at a different time. But one of them is the firm will. So we are always angry, but we decide that we're not going to be angry anymore. We're not going to let it control us. So the firm will help us. Just say it. I won't be angry. I will be patient. I'll be patient. I will fight harder. I won't let it. I won't let it control me. Benevolence. Benevolence as being good towards other people. Just think that it will be much easier, much faster to achieve your goals if you're being nice to people, if you're being easy on people. You don't need to be angry. People will not like it. People will not understand better, right? They will just be afraid. Obedience and resignation. That's something that Jesus talked about a lot, right? We need to obey because there is always something above us, something that's, or someone that's more prepared than us. We gotta learn how to listen to these situations, to these people, and be obedient because we don't know everything, right? We don't know everything. We're not always right. So, especially when we're angry, then we're absolutely not right at all. And resignation helps us as well because it teaches how to accept things as they are. I mean, bad things, it's not that we have to accept them, but we need to understand that they are here to help us, right? You know, we need to tolerate a few things, but we still need to change them because that's why we're here for, to change the world, to change ourselves, to transform everything. Again, the law of progress. So we must be resignated, we must accept the challenges, but of course, we also need to fight and change the situation. Of course, we want to live on a better planet. Okay, so again, as I said, accept things, accept the fact, but try to change it peacefully, calmly, because that's how we do it.
Thank you, Lucas, for your presentation and your reflections on this topic. It was such a nice, such a important topic, right? Because everyone deal with some kind of anger, like during the days, right? We are not, unfortunately, we are not perfect yet, so we will be dealing with situations that can cause us to feel anger. So it was a really good reflection on this topic. I think you're mute. Sorry. Oops, what's happening? Let's. Oh,
Can you hear me?
yes, now I can hear
Oh,
you.
thank you. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Yeah, sorry. I don't know what
it's
was going
okay.
on in the microphone. Yeah, technical problems happens all the time. I'm glad I didn't get angry, but you know, anger is it's a basic human emotion. So it's okay to feel it because it's part of our nature, right? As animals in the animal kingdom, right? Of course, it's still more than that, but we're so much more than that. But it's still something we can use in our favor instead of being something destructive. It can
Mm-hmm.
actually be something sometimes constructive, right? We
Yep.
can use, as I mentioned, the anger towards building stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't like something that's happening, just go there and change. Use just this anger not to hurt others, but to help people and to build something new, something different. So it
Mm-hmm.
is something you can do.
Yep. So we have a couple of questions.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just share with you here. So the first one,
Yeah.
it's from Publio. And he's saying, nowadays, why do we get angry so easily? And how can Spiritism help us to avoid this?
I I don't know if it's just nowadays. I think as humanity we evolved and we have better ways now to control it. I think it was worse before. I don't know, like in the past, people would just kill themselves. They were angry and they just would manifest that. But there are other ways we can be like, if you're not being aggressive, you can be maybe, that's very common today, passive aggressive. A lot of people are like that right now, and they hurt people in other ways, using their anger because they internalize it instead of externalize it. I would say mostly because we have so many tools and rules right now. Of course, we live in a more evolved civilization.
Yeah.
And of course, we have rules, we have laws now, and we need to obey. Especially here in Canada, for example, people tend to respect the law, and even if they're angry, or I think they at least think twice, not all the time, of course, before doing something that they will regret, because they know there will be some kind of punishment, or they will regret. And some places we know it's not like that, so they just do it. I think it's better right now, and Spiritism can definitely help because it gives us more tools. It explains what we can do, what we cannot do, and gives us so much more information. Information is the key. And of course, there are other ways. Not only Spiritism does help a lot, but there's so many other ways. If you think, if you're not a religious person, of course, then religion does help, I believe. Meditating, thinking about, learning about the afterlife, that would help you. Knowing that we have another opportunity to learn in a different life, that will help you. But there are other ways, like relaxation, cognitive restructuring. So change the way you think.
Even therapy, right? Like going to therapy to like know yourself, right? And why you are being triggered to feel that way.
Yeah, for sure. If you think you cannot help yourself, you think you need help, do it. It's always better to ask for help. Don't be shy. Don't be afraid. Go find a counselor, a psychologist. If you think you need help, they will assist you. So whatever you can. Don't wait to, like, before you hurt other people, before you hurt yourself with this anger. Just search for help. If Spiritism can help you, and you want it to help you, it will.
And one of the things that you said in the beginning of the talk today was that we need to control anger and not let it control us, right? So I thought, like, oh my God, that is such a strong statement, right? Because most of the time we are reacting to things. And if we just stop, like you were saying, the talk, right? If we just stop and think about it a little bit, or even if we were like just seeing ourselves anger, or overreacting, most of the times we are just overreacting, right? We would maybe like even feel a little bit of shame for ourselves, right? So that's like, it was a really good way to put this topic, because it gives us that ability of thinking anger not only like as a feeling and the actions, right, but something that we can actually work into ourselves and control it, right? And use it for good things, right? Like use this energy to focus on changing and thinking about it, right? Or anyways, so I really like the way that you put this topic today.
Yeah, and just like other feelings, like fear, we fear what we don't know. So if we learn and we search more about something, we will not fear it any longer. Same thing with anger. Again, it's a human basic response to protect us. But if we understand more what triggers us, how we can fight it, it will be easier. Of course, again, you can ask for help whenever you need, but we can do it yourself. There's so many ways. Don't let it become an outburst. You don't need to be rude all the time. If you think that's affecting your life, and anger will affect your life, we'll make ourselves again the first victim.
Yeah.
Search for help. Try to change things. Try to change yourself or things around you in a good way. I know a lot of people, when they're angry, they search for like sport, and that's a great option.
Yeah.
Like boxing. A lot of people like boxing because they're punching the thing they use there. So yeah, why not? Like just release that. Don't let it, again, control you. Let it go.
That's awesome. And do you think that prayer can help on controlling anger as well?
Yes, for sure. It does help a lot. And it's just like I mentioned, meditating, and in the talk, prayer. It does help, definitely, because you're connecting with our supreme intelligence, with God, and you calm down. So you're just with yourself and with God. So you can think about what you're doing. You can stop and maybe relax, maybe think about and reflect about what you're doing. So it does help for sure. I have no doubt.
Okay, thank you so much, Lucas, one more
You're
time
welcome.
for
Sure.
your presentation today and reflections. And please come other times as well. We will
I
wait
will,
for
for
you.
sure. I'll be here. I'll be more than happy to have you. Sure. Take
Okay,
care. Have a great night.
you as well. So now we will move on to the preparation for tonight's spiritual treatment. So what is spiritual treatment? PASS is the transfusion of spiritual energy with the goal of assisting with our physical, emotional, and mental balance. PASSes help us to restore a state of harmony and peace by replacing negative energy with healthy and positive energy. In order to receive the best benefits from PASSes, please follow the audio instructions or remain in prayer. You may close your eyes to help with mentalization. During the pass, the water that you set aside will also absorb the spiritual energy that you and your family can benefit from. We will now make a prayer in preparation for the pass, which will be our closing prayer as well. So I invite everyone to join me in this prayer. So let's close our eyes once again, mentalize our Master Jesus and all the friendly spirits that are here with us tonight. Master Jesus, we would like to thank you for one more night that we could spend learning a bit more about Spiritism and about this topic about anger, which is a feeling that we as imperfect spirits, we still feel and we still react a lot with all the situations that we are passing through in our daily lives. We would like to thank you for all the benefits that the spiritual treatment will bring to us and to our family. And we ask for your protection on this week that we still have ahead, and that this message that was presented today can reach everyone that is in need of it. We trust that you will be with us today and always. So be it.
Let us now prepare ourselves for the moment of the passes and the magnetization of water. Let's now calm our hearts, breathing in and out. Pay attention to your body. Focus on your breath and let yourself be carried by this energy. Let your thoughts pass by without judging them. Let them flow. Allow this light to be the beacon that guides you, and allow these words to penetrate your energy. Make each word an anchor of gratitude, faith, and trust. With the purpose of healing, which takes away my faith, healing every feeling of separation, of pain, let it all dissolve in this moment, leaving only love, gratitude, and trust. We ask God for the presence of our guardian angel and the friendly spirits who welcome us into this enlightened environment of our Spiritist Center. We open our plexus of love and forgiveness by mentalizing a light surrounding our hearts. Find a quiet and comfortable place to begin the mentalization process. Remove all worries from your thoughts. We ask that during the pass you breathe slowly and deeply. Let your body relax and surrender yourself to a deep meditation. Calmly imagine divine energies in soft and colorful light surrounding you in an environment of peace and spiritual warmth. Entrusting God with your most intimate desires, raise your thoughts to Jesus and the emissaries of the spiritual environment. The Path begins with the cleansing of your soul. Imagine a waterfall of crystal clear water pouring over us, removing all the feelings that keep you away from faith and trust. Feel the energy of this water bathing you and deeply breathe in, feeling peace and harmony. Allow this water to wash away all the impurities and spiritual larvae, washing away all the sorrows and resentments, any feelings of hatred and revenge that hold us back and cause us harm, not only from this life, but past ones as well. Now visualize spiritual doctors around you, applying magnetic cleansing passes, sanitizing your spiritual body of all sadness and negative energy. Mentalize these negative thoughts and feelings being washed away, evaporating from your soul, like water evaporating into thin air, and being carried far away from your mind. Surround yourself with the faith that bathes your being, bringing clarity and lucidity, rebalancing every cell in your body. May the water envelop all pain and bring the clarity of opportunity that chooses peace. The answer arises in our hearts, freeing us from all evil and freeing all whom we have caused evil into and who have caused us evil, washing away all the connections that bind us. Even though we may not understand, we are freeing ourselves from all that causes us harm. Feel this cleansing penetrate your soul and release. Now that we are spiritually cleansed, imagine yourself surrounded by the light of love from the hands of Jesus. At this moment, sing words of faith and gratitude, being faithful to the light that exists in me, planted by the zealous Father. Imagine the sunlight that surrounds and enraptures, freeing us from the chains of everything that holds us down, strengthening your faith. Allow yourself to trust in this light, surrender to it, involved in pleasant feelings and feeling relieved to receive the strengthening lights. Mentalize your spiritual mentors now applying divine light for the strengthening of your mind and your emotions, leaving you feeling emotionally revitalized. Let us now mentalize the magnetization of this water. May we mentalize all the friendly spirits, magnetizing this water and filling it with everything that our bodies, minds, and soul need, so that it may be of help to us when we drink it after the Pass. Thank you, God.
We would like to thank everyone for joining us tonight, and we will be back next Tuesday here on Spiritism Canada and Continental Concafras Americas at 8:30 p.m. East, and next Wednesday at Kardec Radio at 8 p.m. East. Have a good night.
Someone told me long ago that life is just a long road. a change. Sometimes all we need is only one more chance. So try, build a bridge over troubled waters, fly. If that's all that you have left to do, I want more. I want more happy sunny days. I want more happy smiles on your face. Love sparkling the eyes. Tears no more, no more sorrows, no more bad days. No more cries, no more dark cold place. No more fear, no more fight. Someone told me long ago that life is just a long road. Sorry, babe, but life to me is way much more. No matter what it seems to be, it's always time to make a change. Sometimes all we need is only one more chance. So try, build a bridge over troubled water, fly. If that's all that you have left to do, I want more. I want more happy sunny days. I want more happy smiles on your face. Love sparkling the eyes. Tears no more, no more sorrow, no more bad days. No more cries, no more dark cold place. No more fear, no more fight. I want more happy sunny days. I want more happy smiles on your face. Love sparkling the eyes. Tears no more sorrow, no more bad days. No more cries, no more dark cold place. No more fear, no more fight. Let the sun walk on the way, shine, shine. Let the sun walk